held at Mile High in Denver. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. First play of the game, 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down.
And 10.
Here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going with Lindsay, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
7. Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us one.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
It got his man complete. Past the 20, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Tucker McCann.
A big play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And shedding through the tackle. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Locke working out of the gun. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Locke gonna throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 37.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. From the gun, it's Locke. And he slings one that's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch that in, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. We got three down.
From the gun, Locke going right side here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra
So now
point.
2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Melvin Gordon, the ball.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down.